And what most people don't understand is that is actually inherited nutrition insurance. Mm-hmm. It is an innate drive to eat different types of plant foods, but by doing so, that is what ensures that we get actually adequate nutrition.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and right, exactly, and that's why the U.S. government has come out with its 5-a-day program that you should eat from 5 different colored plant foods, because again, that gives you a wide range of antioxidants and other nutrients and vitamins. And so, yes, our diets should be varied, because the more varied they are, the healthier they are. And that goes, and it's, again, I see the world through in a very spiritual way, and it's like, I know God loves diversity. Mm-hmm. He made the universe diverse. He made the world diverse. He made people diverse. And He made our diets diverse, because diversity is a wonderful thing. Mm-hmm. And just like you don't want to be living in a place where you have all one race of people, because that just gets to be kind of creepy. The same thing is true with your diet. And when you restrict yourself to a limited range of foods, it's less healthy. Mm-hmm. And and so that's not only true with your grains, legumes, because I often talk about the benefits of soy, because there's a lot of misinformation about soy on the web.
Let's break some of those today, because I know a lot of men that think the hormone, you're going to have all the estrogen. And
you're going to grow breasts.
Yeah. We have the doc today. Let's break that myth real quick.
Okay. Right. And basically, I'm just going to ask a rhetorical question. How many of the men in China are walking around wearing bras? Okay?
0.
I mean, it's like, here are some of the major myths about soy foods. That the phytoestrogens will make men grow breasts, that it will feminize you, that it will reduce your sperm counts, and that it will promote breast cancer in women. Let's look at the nations that eat the most soy. Japan, China, and the other Asian countries. They have the lowest rates of breast cancer. China is the most populous nation on the planet. Yeah. So the point is, you want to get busy, eat your soy.
Yeah.
And secondly, there are no men in China with breasts from eating soy, because that's ludicrous nonsense. The phytoestrogens, or plant-like estrogen compounds in the soy foods don't function like real estrogen. In other words, they don't actually activate the estrogen receptor. So in women, what they actually do is function like a kind of natural tamoxifen, which means that they will bind the estrogen receptor, block it, but not activate it. So they actually reduce the overall level of estrogen stimulation in estrogen-sensitive tissues, and that reduces your risk of things like breast cancer, uterine cancer, and so forth. So it's protective. In men, it ramps up in men and women, it causes our liver to increase its production of a protein called sex hormone binding globulin. And the higher the levels of sex hormone binding globulin, that actually does bind up testosterone in men, estrogen in women, and again, lowers the stimulation of testosterone sensitive tissues in men, lowers the responsiveness of estrogen-sensitive tissues in women. In us, it reduces our risk of developing what's called BPH, or benign prostatic hypertrophy, where your prostate gets so big you have difficulty urinating, and other problems. And it also reduces our risk of prostate cancer. That's a major problem for black men. Yeah. I also believe it helps us fight male pattern baldness, because it reduces, again, circulating levels of testosterone. Now people might say, well, wait a minute, I don't want my testosterone to be reduced, because then I'll have problems having sex. Really? Again, look at China.
I know.
Okay?
Overpopulated.
Right. I mean, China is the most populous nation on earth. Those people have no problems getting busy, okay? So, trust me, you will not have difficulty with your virility and potency and sexual desire. And again, in women, it's very protective against breast cancer, both before and even after women have been diagnosed with breast cancer. Those women who include soy in their diet actually have a lower risk of recurrence and a longer disease-free survival. So then people say, oh, well, I'm going to eat nothing but soy. No. Yeah, you want to include it in your diet, but
Moderation.
again, it's variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The greater the variety of plant foods you eat, the healthier you are, because every single plant food has something that the other plant food doesn't have, and it's something that promotes great health. So we want to eat a variety of different kind of legumes, not just soy. Yeah, make them a part of your diet, but also include other types of beans. And again, the greater the variety, the healthier you'll be.
Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic. Dr. Mills, we have to wrap it up, but thank
Wow,
you.
has it been 2 hours already?
Well, let's see if we can grab a couple questions from on here. I don't have